guess this is comfortable. Hi. This is a story time on how a guy asked me out my senior prom. For preference, I at this point did not like men. I still don't. So if you hate me by the end of the story time, I totally understand, but this is what I've kind of learned about myself, and I hope that kind of understand this perspective. It's not all bad, not a complete villain. Okay, I probably am. I might be a villain. But prom night, I'm looking all cute. My sister did my makeup. I got my dress made and everything, and I'll show you a picture. I'm sitting there alone. My friend is nowhere to be found, but I think she went off to dance with her boyfriend. Some guy comes up to me and he's like, my friend thinks you're cute. What, are we in middle school? At that point I was kind of excited though, because I'm like, okay, this is even WATTPAD story. Okay, I'm thinking, you're not cute, so I'm glad it wasn't you. I tell his friend who came over to me and like, okay, so tell your friend to come over here if he's serious. So I'm like, he needs to stand on business, because why are you sending your friend to tell another girl that you think is cute? Come on. I said it to be a little sassy because I was like, I walks over and really wanted someone taller though. I'm not gonna lie to you. A little taller. He's cute. He comes over to me and he's like, I just wanted to get to know you. It felt so awkward. I thought I was gonna have butterflies in my stomach when I saw him. I thought I was gonna be enchanted. I thought it was really gonna be one of those moments where I'm like, oh, I want this man. And he came over to me and I fell in love at first sight. I've never had a guy come up to me and only compliment me, but ask for my number.
Okay. This is not how it's supposed to be.
Before he asked for my number, he did it in a very suave way. I was like, oh, I just want to get to know you. So could we exchange numbers? It just felt so awkward because I'm like, there's no way that this man is actually coming up to me. I have such low self-esteem that I literally generally don't think that men could be interested in me.
No, there's no way this guy's actually interested in me.
I had higher expectations for how I would feel when he came over than I actually felt. Maybe partly I wasn't attracted to him physically. I feel awkward, so I must not like this dude at all. And so that's what was going through my mind. So I was gonna give him my snap to kind of just be it feels awkward. Someone's asking me out. I have low self-esteem. No man actually likes me. This is some type of prank. I need a exit strategy. So my exit strategy was gonna be okay, I'm just gonna give him my snap and then never text him again. So that's actually not what happened. He was no, I want to get to know you. Because we both knew Snap was not serious. You know what I mean? He was serious about it. We were just talking. I was just trying to be friendly still, because this man had the guts to at least come over to me and ask for my number personally. I'm like, let's dance.
Let's dance. Let's dance.
Because I'm in my head, I'm thinking okay, I'm gonna make this as they do in these WATTPADs. They dance with each other and talk and have a good time. Nothing was coming to my head. I was just asking him the most basic questions. It was prom, and the only thing I can manage to ask this man was what classes do you take? We are high school seniors. Who actually gives a fuck at this point? We were literally both seniors. Who cares what classes we have? And this was what, 2 months before graduation? So obviously that was even more awkward. He also wasn't really asking me that much questions either. I think he was trying, but it just was not going the way that I expected in my head. You know what I am? I'm awkward, and I'm gonna stay in my awkwardness. So I just danced a little bit, and we talk about how the music is so trash, because it's basically Taylor Swift and all this white people music that trying to shake some bones at a dance. It was just so awkward, and we just kept on dancing, and I just thought he was gonna go away and see how horrible of a dancer I was. So that's partially why I also went to the dance floor. This is not real. A guy's actually not interested in me. I just wanted to kind of escape, not be perceived, and just be invisible. I didn't know how to say no, and I was kind of I don't know how to reject men, by the way, guys. That's a lesson in this whole entire story. I really don't know how to reject men. People make it seem like it's so easy, but it truly is not. Wait until you are in the chopping board. Wait until you're in that scenario and ask me what you would do differently, because it can be very overwhelming. And like I said, I am extremely insecure and I have low self-esteem, so that combo is never a good combo. Now I'm gonna tell you what kind of happened after the dance, right? He asked me out, he got my number, and he was like, I'm gonna text you. I had a good time dancing and stuff like that. Me and my crew were about to leave. Left. I was just kind of like waiting for him to see like, oh, he's not gonna actually text me. But he texted me first and he's like, how are you? I'd like to get to know you better. I'm gonna initiate a conversation. And I reply, I'm like, oh, sorry, it took me like, guys, by the way, it took me like 2 weeks to reply. For preference, I don't have any guy friends, don't have any experience with guys, I don't talk to guys at all, so I was just scared. So I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy with being a senior and everything. I'm sorry that I didn't reply sooner, but I'd love to get to know you better. And so that's how I replied to him. And then he replied again and he was like, hey, I'm having like a graduation party this date, I would love for you to come. So he invited me to his graduation party. And I left him on red. That's the end of the story. Like I did not reply to that man. I'm gonna be so honest. I kept on like thinking about it, and the more that I thought about it, I was like, no. And I kept on asking all my friends, like, what should I do? They're like, do what you want. If you want to have like a summer fling with this guy, go for it. And then I saw his yearbook picture and I was like, ugh. The next day I posted my prom pictures. He found me because I have a public account. He followed me, then he liked my photos, and he was like looking at my stories at this point before I like ghosted him the second time and like didn't reply to his invitation to his graduation party. And he was like liking my posts, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, he doesn't do anymore. I think he actually unfollowed me, which I completely understand because I did him so dirty. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, if you see this video and you know that I'm talking about you, I'm so sorry I did that. Ooh, should I have said the yearbook thing? Not that he's a good looking guy. I don't think I was just attracted to him. Just not for me. Like, you can think someone's really good looking and still be like, I'm not attracted to you. It wasn't even a thing of like, he's ugly, quote unquote, which I don't think that about like any person. I guess the moral of the story for me is that like, I am just not ready to date guys anyway, because I handled that situation very immaturely, and that man was like really good at like communicating and reaching out to me. Hey, I might have missed a really good interaction with a guy. Like, I might have missed a really good opportunity to start like talking to guys. Maybe I missed out on a potential good friendship, and I regret that part of it. I'm not ready to date men even up to this point a year later, because I can't reject men. I can't set proper boundaries, and yeah, I'm still learning. So if you had a similar experience and you acted a similar way, like you ghosted a guy or anything like that, if you feel the way that I feel, let me know down in the comments. But this is my story time on how I got asked out at prom. I hope you enjoyed.